Hey guys, it's Daryl with DMD Realty. I've been getting a lot of inquiries again about condos, so I just want to go over condos again. I know I've done a video about condos versus townhomes and single family before, but I really want to emphasize if you're looking at a condo, I'm going to use an example of a walkthrough I did for someone at a property in Las Colinas. It was on a canal. The HOA dues were over $350 a month. What does that mean to you in terms of buying power? Talked to one of my lenders, and this will vary, so I'm just going to use a conservative number. It's probably a little more just based on where rates may be. But that 350 is like another 75,000, maybe 80,000 in home value you could buy. The thing about condos, those HOA dues back in the 80s, well, the 80s, the around 2008, the average HOA dues in Dallas were about 250. Now average is much higher, 350, and this is only for not high. These aren't high-rise condos, so these would be like communities of condos that are not high-rise, maybe 2, 3 stories. This one though, they all had stucco. There was work going throughout the process or throughout the whole project. All the condos were getting their stucco redone. That's one thing about condos, that you have special assessments that come out. And I don't know what their special assessments may be, if they had any there. But they have to recapitalize their fund to maintain the property. So if they're redoing all the condos and it was a pretty large place, maybe you're paying an extra $150, $200 a month for 6 months, maybe more. When a hailstorm comes and roofs have to be replaced, that's something else that HOAs typically cover for condos specifically. Uh, Other things, if there's gates, those gates are paid for with your HOA dues. So when those break or parking lots break, and this one in particular being on a canal, there's what's called an URD or Urban Reclamation District, something you need to be aware of if you're looking at condos or anything on water, especially man-made canals. The URD is essentially like a mud tax, and on this particular condo it's almost $2,400 a year. So that right there is a big drag. Just think what you could do with $2,400 a year. That's only a couple hundred a month, but that could be another 25, 30, $40,000 of property that you could buy instead of pouring it into taxes. The other thing about condos, many people are only FHA approved buyers. Most condos in Dallas Fort Worth are not FHA approved. There's a site that I go and look to see if it's FHA approved. It's not a guarantee, because a lot of things can occur. If a lawsuit occurs or one more person then just gets an FHA loan, they may be at the limit for the complex. An investor comes in and buys up several, that can make the condo become what's called non-warrantable, which means there's no financing available, or unless you're conventional, and then large down payments. When lawsuits occur, that can keep you from getting financing to things like people falling, getting hurt. That's typically in most high rises more than low rise complexes like the one I was at. But that's just something I want you to be aware of. That the other thing I talk about is an exit plan. When you have a condo and you buy it and you get that FHA loan at the time of purchase, that's great. Most loans are not assumable. So when you go to sell, the status of that complex may have changed, and there now may be several rentals in the neighborhood that go above the limit that FHA allows for the complex to be warrantable, or too many FHA loans are in the complex. That's no longer available, so then you're limited to cash and conventional buyers. And if it's non-warrantable, most lenders currently don't do loans on non-warrantable condos. That changes all the time. I'm not a lender, but I keep in touch with lenders. So if you're thinking of a condo, I would advise you consider a townhome or single family, as I always emphasize, because of issues like I've just talked about. If you have any questions real estate wise, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If there's another subject you'd like me to cover, happy to do so. Feel free to reach out to me here, or my contact information is at the end of this video. Hope you're having a great day. I'll be glad when the dust goes away. We're in the Dust Bowl here in Dallas. We have been since about Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Have a great week.